Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, there's nothing that aggrieves the human mind more than the sense that an injustice has been done. If you have been hard done by, you will not be able to sleep, you will not be able to eat, you will not have any other thought until you have addressed, even if you don't win, but until you have exhausted your full capacity in addressing how you have been wrongly done by. So with that guys, I bring you this. Breaking: Ehidioha officially seeks Supreme Court's review on judgment. So we're going back to Imo State, where this Tanko Mohammed, the supposed Chief Justice of Nigeria, unilaterally changed the governor of a state and removed the person that was elected by the people of Imo State and installed this guy who actually came forth in that election as the new governor. This is what goes on in Nigeria, and of course Ehidioha feels aggrieved. So again, the headline: Ehidioha officially seeks Supreme Court's review on judgment. So now let's see what the chappie is up to this time around. Former governor of Imo State, so you see is already former now. So former governor of Imo State, retired Honorable Emeka Ehidioha, has on Wednesday officially approached the Supreme Court of Nigeria, led by Justice Tanko Mohammed, to review a judgment delivered against him and his party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Reports emerging indicates that the immediate past governor of Imo State has today approached the Supreme Court seeking a review of the judgment that removed him from office and pronounced the current governor of the state, Hope Uzodinma, winner of the 2019 gubernatorial election. So this is breaking news, and this is all that the story has to give us this time around. But really, you don't really need any more embellishment other than to be informed that this guy is now saying, look man, you have to look at this thing again, because this is really an injustice, not only to myself but really to the people of Imo State and to the Nigerian in its entirety. Because of course, if the Supreme Court is making this big a faux pas, then of course this then sits within the Nigerian evidential books, because what's it called again, precedents. So it sets the precedent that the Supreme Court has and can do this. That then sets the template for future elections. So this goes beyond really Imo State and Ehidioha. This is a real bastardization of the judicial process of the country, with an obviously and openly and a nakedly partisan Chief Justice of the Federation acting in this manner that is absolutely and unequivocally partisan. So we cannot have this. So this guy is so jarred by the sense of injustice of what he has suffered that he has gone back in and to say, look, you these people, you better look at this thing again. Oh, you think you are doing me, but what you are setting as a precedence in this country is or precedence rather, however you choose to pronounce it, a precedence in this country is not really something that will best serve anybody's interest, including yours. Because once this is set in stone, then there will be a point in time when it will come to apply to you negatively, because what goes around of course comes around. But really, this is just the last throw of the dice by this guy. But as I said, if you are hard done by, if you feel a sense of deep injustice, then you have to go through the ends of your capacity to try and address and redress. Before then you surrender to God and say, well, I have done my best. So it is to that point of I have done my best that this guy is now pursuing this thing now, so that if you can get this thing reversed, then justice will really be done. But if you cannot get this thing reversed, which is highly unlikely, because of course you know what the Malamis are like, so if you cannot get this thing reversed, it can at least satiate his own senses that he has done his best. Conversations in the comment section: the Janjaweed legal system of Nigeria that used to be the beacon of justice and judicial systems within the African, especially the West African sub-regions, is now being debased in this manner. We used to send justices to all these smaller countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, etc., to go and sit as the chief judge in their court decisions and chart their direction. And we are now the sort of people now acting as though something. You hear things like this from countries like Chad, you know, Equatorial Guinea, and all this kind of nondescript, not Nigeria, but alas, it is happening in Nigeria. So, last throw of the dice by Ehidioha, as I said, and however it falls, then he has to just take that as his faith. Come share thoughts about the judicial system in Nigeria with me in the comment section. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of what we're witnessing in our country in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here, I say peace.